Well, California's public school campuses are expected to remain closed for the remainder of the academic year, of course, in response to the escalating coronavirus pandemic.
California is home to 12% of the nation's school-aged children. At least 7 states have already shut down campuses for the remainder of the school year, causing many educators to take on the massive challenge of distance learning. Joining us now live with more is Associate Professor of Clinical Education at the University of Southern California, Dr. Alan Green. Welcome to the show, Doctor. Can you tell us what some of the obstacles are that parents, teachers, and students face while homeschooling?
Yeah, well, it's a lot of pressure on them because many of these parents are struggling with their own health, the health of their family, the elderly in their homes, as well as their jobs, understanding what is needed to maintain work, whether they're having to go out every day or those who have the luxury of actually staying home and working. There's the pressure of keeping your children occupied. As I'm doing this interview with you now, my youngest son is at the other end of the table actually doing his own schoolwork. So trying to balance everything all in one place and one space. If you have, the time and resources to do that, it's not too bad, a little bit of an inconvenience. But for many families who have issues with income, having internet access, having the ability to do schoolwork or to get help is really challenging in these times.
And do you think that our nation's schools were at all prepared for having to really pull off distance learning so quickly?
Absolutely not. I myself am a professor in a university that has a lot of resources that does online learning in a regular way. But we too had to shift and make some adjustments. So I can't imagine a public school system like LAUSD or others where they're having to figure this out on the fly, getting equipment to people, getting the systems up, passwords, infrastructure, security, all those things was really caught everybody off guard.
Dr. Green, do you think it's even possible for children to really, or even college students, to really get a good grasp of difficult subjects like math or science or things that require lab work like chemistry online? Is that possible to still get a good education online?
Absolutely. I mean, if it's done well, if it's done the right way and resources and planning go into it, it can be done. It can be very effective. And, we're all comfortable with being in the same classroom or the same space as our students, but you can plan to do it right. But to figure out how to do it overnight at the last minute is certainly challenging. You're right, like with labs and certain courses are a little bit more difficult than others. So at this time, many public school systems such as LAUSD are caught off guard and they're just scrambling around trying to figure it out. And unfortunately, it's going to be the most vulnerable, low-income students of color that are probably, and students with disabilities, that are probably going to get the short end of the stick and have the more immediate and long-term negative impact of all of this.
Let's start with, end with that, because I wanted to talk to you about that racial and economic gap that already exists in our school systems. You've got a lot of kids that are being told to learn at home. They don't have the internet. They don't have laptops. Are they going to just get further behind in the system? Are they going to fail this year because they don't have those resources?
Well, not automatically. I mean, a lot of people who have faced challenges are resilient and strong and hardworking and good people, and they're not automatically doomed. But certainly, these challenges are going to have some long-term effects. So those who don't have access to equipment or technology or the internet, that kind of thing, although some provisions are being made, the disparities in health and education and wealth are going to probably get wider as a result of this epidemic.
Any final or quick tips you can give to parents who are trying to work through this with their children as they're at home trying to learn online?
Yeah, I would say what I've been reading, and it's just known from my own experience, is be patient and try to have fun, try to space things out. We're all in this together, and there's going to be, the UC system, for example, has made adjustments to their ability to accept test scores and GPAs moving forward. And so folks are going to get the benefit of the doubt. There's going to be some leeway and adjustments made. So for your parents, I say embrace the time that you have with your kids. Have dance contests and do fun things, but also Don't stress them out. Don't stress yourself out too much, and try to make the best of the situation as possible.
All right, Dr. Alan Green with the University of Southern California, professor. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Hope to see you again.
Thank you.